For co-stars in high-budget franchises, there is a well-established industry routine. This flowchart represents the standard cycle of the celebrity showmance. Leads are tasked, rumors are leaked, staged paparazzi walks are arranged, and the resulting media frenzy is used to drive opening weekend numbers. It is a predictable, highly effective transaction to two parallel, strictly separated timelines. Their actual introduction was far from a polished PR moment. Holland, unsure whether to go for a handshake or a hug, famously fumbled the interaction and ended up performing a clumsy mix of both. That unscripted, slightly embarrassing introduction established the baseline for their relationship. They were entering a level of global scrutiny where most stars rely on professional mediation, yet they chose to navigate it with their unpolished dynamic. Almost immediately, the couple was placed under a media microscope. Fans and reporters began tracking every micro-interaction, looking for any evidence of an off-screen connection. They responded with consistent public denials. When reports claimed they were taking secret vacations, Zendaya took to Twitter to point out that her schedule hadn't actually allowed for a vacation in years. They used humor to deflect curiosity. When Holland accidentally tagged Zendaya groin in an Instagram post, they turned the potential scandal into a joke about his poor social media skills, keeping the tone light rather than romantic. During these early years, their focus remained on public banter. By leaning into the best friend narrative, they were able to continue working together and building a private connection while their careers reached a global scale. Following a brief period where they dated other people, the two stars eventually found their way back to one another. They had experienced life in the industry independently before their eventual reunion. The shift occurred in the summer of 2021. Their status became undeniable after a photographer captured them kissing at a red light in Los Angeles. Holland's reaction wasn't a confirmation, but a defense of their privacy. He noted that the invasion of their space felt like something had been taken from them, stating that their relationship was something they were incredibly protective of and wanted to keep sacred. This invasion of privacy didn't lead to more openness. Instead, it prompted them to set even stricter rules for how they would engage with the public from that point forward. They adopted a dual dynamic. They were now comfortable being seen together in public, but they remained completely silent regarding the specifics of their personal lives. They began appearing together more frequently, wearing personalized hockey jerseys to a Rangers stadium and singing along to Beyoncé during her Renaissance tour. Their press interactions became more relaxed. Zendaya eventually shared that she felt a sense of peace when she was with him, noting that she didn't feel the need to be nervous in his presence. Despite this visibility, they refused to issue formal relationship announcements or participate in joint magazine profiles. They shared the moments they chose, but never on a publicist's schedule. By being authentic in public but offering no official commentary, they satisfied the public's curiosity without sacrificing their privacy. They provided enough reality to make the speculation feel unnecessary. When Holland proposed in late 2024, it was an intimate event at her family home. There were no cameras, no influencers, and no social media announcements. The news arrived without a formal statement. Zendaya simply walked onto a red carpet wearing a diamond ring totaling over 5 carats, allowing the physical evidence to speak for itself. Even with the ring on her finger, neither star confirmed the engagement to the reporters on site. They held to their standard of not owing the public an explanation of their private affairs. This approach allowed them to keep the focus on their work. By refusing to turn their personal lives into a news cycle, they ensured that their milestones were celebrated on their own terms, not the media's. Their 2026 wedding followed the same pattern of total discretion. The public only learned it occurred because Zendaya's stylist, La Roche, casually mentioned on a red carpet that the event had already taken place. Holland later addressed the marriage in a characteristically subtle way. When asked if he had to tell his family that viral, AI-generated wedding photos were fake, he simply noted that they already knew, because they had all been at the real ceremony. The actual celebration was a high-security event for 250 close friends and family members, held at the historic Beaverbrook estate in the English countryside. The choice of venue was symbolic. During the Second World War, the estate's mansion served as a literal war bunker for Winston Churchill. Decades later, it provided the same level of security for the couple's private celebration. This chart shows the scale of their professional success during this period. While they were prioritizing their private life, their work was breaking records. Both the latest Spider-Man and Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey cleared $1 billion at the global box office. Tom Holland and Zendaya became two of the most recognizable stars on the planet. They reached the highest levels of commercial success, while proving that it is possible to lead a global career and still keep your love story for yourself.